Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Kate Space. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs, and if you're new, this is my channel where I share junk journaling crafts and ideas and journals and craft along. So welcome. I hope that you are getting some crafting time in. Now, if you didn't see the previous video that I promised to continue with, it was making this journal cover. Now, as you can see, I have not attached it to the actual journal. I felt like it needed something else, so I found a really old book cover that I've cut, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to put that there like that. I feel like it needs maybe some hardware. I know I've got these little rusty corners, but I feel like it needs something else, but that's okay because I'm not going to attach that yet anyway, because I don't want it to get damaged with all the opening and closing of the cover. So what have I done? I have done some things. I've done some things. This is a new style for me, and just want to note here, it's highly influenced by Danielle from Evelyn and Stage Avenue, who I'll link her channel below. I recently joined her Patreon, which I'm loving, and so of course, you know, when you admire an artist or a journal maker, you watch a lot of their stuff and you get influenced, and I just decided I wanted to try a different kind of Christmas journal. So it's a little bit of a step away from my usual sort of vibe, I guess, but I hope that I'll still have my own sort of style on it. So I've chosen some papers, and I started mucking around decorating, and then I remembered that no, we're doing this together. So I've found lots of kind of cool postage sort of envelopes. This is a digital from Danielle, Evelyn and Sage. It's a cigar case. That's from the Patreon. I don't think it's on her, in her Etsy shop. Anyway, and I've got like Christmas card list pages, this is old paper out of a photo album, because you can see there's still writing on it. This is something that I did. This is a graphics fairy image, and some green grid, and you know, my usual sort of papers. And I've used some scrapbooking paper. I picked up a big bundle of scrapbooking paper that was all Christmas at my local sort of op shop, and I decided I was going to try and incorporate that. So yeah, I've got old vintage cards. So I'm really going for this kind of Santa happy sort of look, and I loved this with the red graphics on this envelope. So yep, and you know, this is something that's graphics fairy. This is my Newsbands postal wrappers. You know, those ones I've used a bit, and I've got 2 left, and this is the actual package that the wrappers came in, and I'm going to use it. I have scanned it, so this is a scan of every old document that I have. Some old music cover paper. So yeah, I've sort of gathered some things. A 1915 invoice, but I like the red graphics on it. This is My Porch Prints digital, and this is Ruby and Pearl. So just a real mix of things. An old Christmas greeting card that I was going to use in my journal last year, never did. Some Italian rag paper and the straw paper. So yeah, and this is like that old-fashioned computer printer paper, and I just like the red number on there. But these are what do you call it? They rip off, perforated, and then some sort of paper there, and some more braille. Yeah, so those are the pages, and we will go through those sort of more closely together. But I really need ephemera, so I have decided I want to make some of these. Now, when I was doing my little scrap paper sort of thing, I made some of these because I wanted to use up some scraps of scrapbooking paper. And I made these little dangly things using these screws. You just put a hole in, and they kind of move, and they've got, you know, they're really kind of dangly. And I thought, oh, these would be cool for Christmas. So yeah, I've made a Christmas one here, and I thought we could do one together. So yeah, I just had these scraps of paper. I did buy some Tim Holtz things, which I want to make sure I'm using. So let's make one of those together. If you would like to hang around and craft along, that would be super cool. I'd love that. So what should we start with? So the back of it are these little file folders. I don't know. This is, I've tea dyed this. I'm not sure who this is. And a lot of my scrapbook paper is very old. Like I'm talking, it could be 10 or more years old, because I haven't done scrapbooking for a long time. But I've kept the paper. And you know, like I looked at this and I think, oh, should I just pass it along? But you know, I knew I liked it. I just didn't know what I wanted to use it for. So, I mean, and I have passed a lot of my scrapbooking paper along, like sent it to the op shop or given it away, because I know that it's not something I would use. But things like this, sort of officey things that are quite generic, can be used for all sorts of things. I think I need smaller scissors for that. I'm struggling. I probably should just use my corner rounder. Yeah. Do you think I'll... Oh, there's my... So yeah, I know I've been wanting to do a video for ages, and I've just been putting it off and putting it off. I have a chaotic desk, and it kind of represents what's going on in my head a little bit, and that I've got a lot of ideas. There's Christmas kind of chaos everywhere. I want to use all the things, and yeah, so last night, you know, I did my usual thing where I give myself a little bit of a talking to. Tell myself to get a bit of a grip and get on with it. So this is what we're doing. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope everybody's well and happy and doing okay out there in the big wide world. We're good. Back from Australia, and I think my last video was done. Was that done before or after I got back from Aussie? I'm not sure. Anyway, settling back home, and we've just had some we're getting some glorious weather at the moment. Just beautiful sunshiny days, and last night just it was so still. And you know, if you get a still day by the beach, even sometimes it's morning, sometimes evening, you just get this real stillness. And last night it was just beautiful. The ocean was still and there was no wind. Okay, so I've got these. I love these. I am going to just corner around them. I don't know which size to do. Let's just start with the smaller size. Yeah, perfect. And yeah, so we've had beautiful spring weather, and we are just loving that, because I don't know, it's been a winter. It's been a winter, that's all I'm going to say. So we're ready for some sunshine and some... So I don't know which way up to put these. It doesn't really matter. Let's do one like that and one like that. Okay, and so the next thing is sort of a strip of something. I've got some of this left, and I like that. Kind of looks Christmassy. So I'm just going to cut that so it's a little bit longer. I am aware that these might be bulky in a journal because of this thing, and if you didn't want to use this thing, you could use just a brad or stitch across or staple, anything really. It's just a little cluster of stuff. Right, and then this here is this bit. So this paper, again, I don't know what it is, and on here I've backed it with this kind of cool letter. That might, I think that might be, oh, the name's gone. I was going to say, I thought I knew what it was, but it's gone from my head. So I want to back it with something. Let me see. I have that, or I might do a green one on this side. I might do that. I just want to make it. I actually don't really love how wide that one is. I like it like this, a bit narrower. But then in saying that, I've obviously cut this down. See how I've cut that down much smaller? Maybe I'll do one like that where I cut it down smaller and see. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll do two different ones. How about that? So we'll make this one smaller. Just going to cut it off down here. So it's a bank holiday or a public holiday here today in Hawke's Bay. It's Hawke's Bay Anniversary Day, and it's really good because they tag it on to what is a long weekend anyway, the Monday. It's Labour weekend in New Zealand, so we get 4 days, a 4-day sort of holiday. So anyone who's, I know what I might do. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold that in half. Yeah, so anyone who lives here has 4 days off. Well, most people, not everybody, obviously. So I'm just going to cut that across there for now because I don't know how long I want it, because that bit is a bit shorter. And a ticket, well, I want something Christmassy, so I think I'm going to use that maybe, but I don't like the back of it. So that one's going on there. Let's cover this with this. Yeah. Find some glue papers. Yep, there they are. And do some gluing. Yes, so I've got 2 Christmas journals sort of on the go, though the other one is not sort of so overtly Christmas. It's more angels, and it's a cover I made last year. Okay, so that's that one, and we're going to glue. These glue pages have been used more than once. Maybe I'll put it this way. Doesn't really matter which way the letters go. Cut that down the side here. Okay. So these tickets are, I can never remember. They might be 49 in Market or Minte. I think they might be Minte actually. They're not so old, these ones here. Alright, so this is going to be a little banner one, but I'll just let those dry, the glue dry a little bit. And then we need to decide on our strip for each one. Okay, so I've obviously gathered a few things here. Quite like that. And this one. See, that's too much green, so that will probably need the red underneath it, I think. It's quite thin, almost like the little tag. But I don't want these plain on the back, so I'm going to cover them. Do Do I want green? Shall I do one green and one? I quite like this subtle one, so I think I'm going to do that. Try and get this done in record time. How would that be? Okay, yeah. So these can be taken apart and used elsewhere in a journal or written on, although they're small, but I guess you could write little notes, or could be used in a different journal. So let's let that one dry. So they're just going to go somewhere, I think. Hopefully they're not going to be too bulky. And then of course anything that doesn't fit in the journal will probably come in a supplementary pack with the journal. I'm just going to cover these tickets as well, a few of these tickets. Good. Did I have anything else? Any other strips that I thought I could use? I quite like this. I wonder if a strip of this would look any good. Like there, that bit there. We could try it. It's okay. So yeah, using up scraps is always a really good goal. So I want to cover the back of that because I don't want it to look like that. So again, maybe we'll use this because this is, then we've used up a whole lot of that, which will be good. Beautiful Amity Bloom tape arrived yesterday, the day before yesterday, and yeah, I put a reel up on Instagram and I'm just thrilled with it. It was, I got some, my sister asked me to get some for her this time, and then I ordered her a little bit extra because it was her birthday, and I kind of was hoping it would come for her birthday, and it did. Yeah, so it arrived like the day before her birthday, and I thought, it was lunchtime, and I raced to the post office, and I thought, oh well, it's worth trying to get it to her for her birthday. So I sent it overnight courier, and she lives quite a way away from me, but I thought, no, I'm going to give it a go, and it arrived. I was so happy that it arrived. Right, I wonder if I might put this on the back. I'll wait till I've decided where it's going, if I'm going to use it or not. Right, let's cut these out. They're a bit dry, so hopefully they won't move around too much. Yeah, so it arrived. She got it for her birthday, which I was thrilled about, and of course she was. So she got the bundles that she had ordered, plus the extra little bundle that I had bought her. So yeah, totally thrilled. And I know lots of people missed out. I got up super early for the sale, and it was pretty, it was kind of like an online, sort of one of those frenzied sales you see. We don't have them here, but I've seen them. I've seen them on video where it's just madness, people lining up. So it was kind of like a version of that. And things were going out of my cart as they sold out, and I was like, oh, what? I might not even end up with anything. But that's all right. I got quite a few bundles, and in the end, I mean, I tried to get them all in my cart in one lot, but because they kept selling out, I didn't manage that. So I made 3 different purchases, and of course the shipping was going up and up and up. But I contacted Nazzy of Amity Bloom, and she was amazing about it, and she just refunded my postage that was over, and it was fabulous. So totally stoked. I've still, Here's a confession. I've still got mine from last year, so yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to put a little hole in there. I think crocodile's probably going to be the best for that. Just the little hole. Even that might be a bit big, but we'll go for that. Yep, that worked. So we've got that tag, we've got that ticket. So yeah, I think I said in my last video that I bought a couple of packs of Tim Holtz things. Now these are previous years. These are old because the new stuff was, you know, you can't guarantee when it's going to arrive in New Zealand. It takes a while to get here. So I thought, no, I'll just buy the old stuff that's on special. You know, it cost me way less, so I felt good about that. Probably, it's not amazingly straight, but I think it'll do for this project. Okay. Oh, we haven't covered the back of this. I might actually use this. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, well, let's do that next. I've got my windows open because I thought it's nice. Oh, that's cute too. Got my windows open because it's a beautiful day and sometimes you can hear the ocean and the birds, and I thought that might be nice. I've got a young tui coming down to a plant that I have near the back door. It's not the most attractive plant. It's kind of like a, I guess you'd call it a succulent type thing. It's big. It has these orange sort of trumpet-like flowers on it, and the tuis love it. But I just saw this morning a tui, and I tried to get as close as I could to get a photo. I'll show you. But I think it's it's obviously a young tui because it doesn't have the white tuft. I think the young tuis are a bit more cheeky. All right, what have we got? Let's see if we can put one of these together. Right, so this is our base, and then we just want to layer things up. So I think I wanted that one there, didn't I? Do I want that red one there maybe? And that's going to have the green. Okay, yep. So let me just trim this. I know it's not very straight, I can tell by looking at it. Oh well. That's okay. And then I'm just going to fold it a little bit like that and make my oh, I've done it the wrong way. Oh my gosh. Okay, the other way. That way. That was silly. Never mind. That's why I made it a bit longer, and then let's just flatten that out because it's got a little bit of a crease in it now. Okay, so that one would go under there. I haven't covered the back of that yet. I think that one is going to go, oh, we need something under this one. So again, I'm going to fold it like that and try and get it right this time. It's the other way, isn't it? Doesn't matter if it's not completely even. There you go. Just make that little banner shape. Okay, so that one's going under there, but I don't want it that long. Oh, so it goes the long one and then this one. and then something over the top. I think I want that, so it's nice and Christmassy. And then I just need to decide what I want on that one. I wonder if that could have 4 things, because I kind of like the ticket. Or do I want that there? It's quite narrow. Oh, I kind of like that. That's all the greens though. Do we need a little bit of red? We could add some red somehow with our decorations. Like we could put a little ticket here with a pop of red. I quite like that. Okay, so do I want all the greens together? Possibly not. Gonna go, that's hiding everything though, that's the only thing. But if I go that way, I think you won't see much of that, but I guess okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some inking. I love how this has got those staple holes in it, so I think I'm going to put a rusty staple in there purely as decoration. So this is my stapler that has rusty staples in it that I've rusted. I'm not even going to open it up actually. The stapler doesn't like having rusty staples in it. Who can blame it? So sometimes it doesn't work very well, but there we go, it worked perfectly. So that now has a rusty staple in it, so I'm not sure where my hole is going to go on that one, so that's okay. So I'm in the midst of organising a trip for my sister. Well, I've got to go, I want to go up and see my mum before Christmas because it's been ages since I've been to see her. And sort of the last time I saw her, she was still, she wasn't really very well. So I want to go up and see her. She's much, much better and back in her garden and doing all her bits. So I want to go and see her before Christmas and spend a few days with her. And then it's been a very long time since my sister's been down to Hawke's Bay. And I'm really keen for her to come and visit and hang out and do some crafting here and go take her to some of the shops that I go to. So yeah, I'm in the middle of trying to organize that. It's a little bit of a mission because if we fly, it's 2 flights. And at this time of the year, if you haven't booked something months and months in advance, we only have one airline here in New Zealand and they just basically take you to the cleaners. They have the monopoly, so they can just basically absolutely. So I've got that little bit of red there. I think I want that, and then that, and then that. Yep, and then I may stick that there. Or even I could have it like that and wrap it around so you see the 13. Yeah, okay, so I think that's how I want that one. It is quite green, but when it's got the thing on it, it will swing from side to side, so you'll see the bits underneath. Okay, so this one. Yeah, so I'm super, super excited. Oh, I haven't done any, oh no, I don't need to do anything on the back of that one because I actually quite like, that's a Tim Holtz, a really old Tim Holtz 12 by 12 maybe pad that I've had for yonks. And so yeah, I'm just using vintage photo ink. You don't need to ink. It's not a compulsory thing. Okay, so we've got our wider one here. Let's just see how long we want that. So I think I want to cut it off at about there. I'm going to mark it with a pencil because otherwise I'll just doubt myself and I probably won't get it straight, to be honest with you. It's not my strong point, getting things straight, but cute. And okay, so that goes underneath that, that goes over the top, and then we've got this little ticket here. I might round these corners as well, since I've done it on everything else. Slap a bit of ink on it, just to hide those white edges. Really, I don't want the ink to come right in. It's just to hide those white edges where I've joined two pieces of paper, because they do stand out, and you can even see a little bit of white there. So I'm just going to do that around the hole. Okay, so that's that one. And then I wondered if I might put a ticket on there, but I might even use a genuine ticket. Wow, do you think I'll be able to find a genuine ticket? I did. Oh, yep, I know where they are. Oh, that's a miracle. A genuine red ticket. Yeah, I quite like that. So that's all the reds. I kind of want to trim this down because I can see the black poking through. It's better. Okay, I think I like those. I think they'll swing nicely. So then I'm just gonna pop them up like that, so they're all at the top. That's already got a hole. Let me just check, where's my hardware? So I've got a couple of things. I've got these ones which are bigger that screw into each other. And I've got these smaller ones that kind of clip. I might use one of those as well for the other one, just so I've used something different. I think they're called Chicago screws, if you're wondering, and I think you can get them on Amazon or, you know, other places that we don't mention. But a lot of you who are watching will have access to Amazon, which we don't in New Zealand. Well, we do. There's Amazon Australia, but it's absolutely diabolically expensive. So, okay, so I'm going to put that ticket. I actually don't know if that's, I think it's I think that's a genuine vintage ticket. Yeah, it is. Oh, so that's going to go there, and that's going to go on top of there. So I might use the smaller one here because of this hole, and what I'm gonna do is do that, and then I'm gonna do my hole, and I'm just using the small hole on the crocodile. And I'm gonna do it about there, I think. Sorry. And then I can put my tag in, and then the ticket on top. So this one's got an extra layer, but I'm going to use this little, oh, I hope it's going to go through. I'm sure it will. It's not very fat. Yep, just need to do it one at a time. So there we go. Put that through like that. And that's going to clip onto there, and then you just squish it. I don't know if they come undone or not. I don't think they're meant to. So there we go, there's my first one. And I love just the swingy thing, because then you do get the glimpses of all the layers underneath. I think it's cute. It's kind of cute to go in a journal, and you could do them in any style. So yeah, it's a good way to use up your scraps. Now this one, I wonder how we're going to go with this one. I'm going to use a bigger hole. Do I want to put a ticket on top of this one? No, I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'm going to use the bigger hole because this is fatter, this thing here. And I'm going to have to go below the staple. Or I could go to the side a bit. Yeah. Oh, hang on, let me think. Let me just do that in the middle. I'm sorry if I keep going out of frame. I'm not checking on my computer. Now let's decide how we want this one to go. I'm going to do the hole separately. Probably shouldn't have put the staple in. Actually, never mind. I'm just going to put the hole to the side and see what that looks like. I might not like it. Well, it's okay. Yeah, I think this will be okay. And then these ones are fatter, so you put that through, and these screw. So these definitely, ooh, little breeze there, little sea breeze blowing things off my windowsill. So yeah, these screw on and off. So there we go. Happy Christmas. I like that one. And then I'm going to glue that there so you can see the 13. I think I am going to do that. Some old vintage bus ticket, so that's a genuine ticket. We'll just put that on there. I might actually do it on an angle. And that can wrap around. Ooh, something's stuck under there. There we go. And some little decorations maybe. I'm not going to bring my container of stuff, but I've got those stars. Oh, I know what I want. I'll be right back. I'm going to put a little gold star on there because I like it. Yeah, I'm going to put a little gold star on there. So let me glue that on. See how the art glitter glue goes, and if that's not adequate I can use some matte medium because I know that sticks really well. And then I had some little red hearts that I've cut out that I'm going to try and use through this journal. Oh my gosh, I'd be so embarrassed if you saw this desk. I'm going to clean it up after this video, I promise. I promise. Okay, so I cut out these little red hearts. So I might just put that next to that. 13. So I'm not sure kind of how this journal is going to turn out. At first I wanted to make it like a December daily type journal that someone would fill out, and it would come just with stuff to create the journal themselves. But I'm not sure if that's going to work, because to make a December daily you kind of need a page per day. That's 4 signatures with actually only 2 pages, 2, what do you call them, folios. And so, yeah, I've added more pages. So watch this space. If I do a lot of it on video, obviously you're going to see it come to life. And it will be what it will be. I've decided to just enjoy the process. Maybe just stop letting certain things rob me of the joy of creating, which I sometimes do. And just enjoy it. Oh, that's right. I did these cool... I've got these cool things here. They're like gummed spots for prices, you know, like for putting prices on. I found them at the market. And I love these. And I stamped on one of them. This one's not... I could actually turn this one to be more Christmassy as well. So then I'd have 4. I might put that on there and stamp it. And then the other thing is I stamped here, but it didn't work all that well. I've got this really cool posted stamp. I wonder what that would look like down here, but I get so nervous about stamping. It's silly, but I muck it up so much. Let me just test it. Oh, that would look cool. Yes. Yeah, I love that. Quite like it in the red, so I think I'll use that one. Okay, that's that done. Put that away, it's all gluey. Put the stamp back. I don't have a good way of storing my stamps. They're in a bit of a, most of them are in their cellophane bag, still in a drawer, but they get in a bit of a mess. I think storing stamps is a real tricky one. For some reason I like everything sort of on the right. Oh well, let's just go with that. Where, oh here. I received a beautiful happy mail from Jo, and it arrived on her birthday. And it's funny because on my birthday I had sent her a happy mail and it arrived to her on my birthday. So she was opening a present on my birthday and I was opening a present on her birthday. So it's like our new thing. Right, I think we're done. I'm totally stoked with those. They're so cute. I've got some Christmas happy mails to make up. So some of these might end up in those. So there we go. We've got this one, which is the original one I made when I was playing around, and I might take that off and cover it, because unless I don't, you know, to make it more Christmassy. So I might add some more Christmassy stuff to that one. Then we've got this one that's got the rusty staple in it. And like I said, you can take all this apart and do what you will with it. I actually really love the love heart. And the star, so that was the one I'd already made. And then this one with the little gold star. So yeah, they're bulky, but I really love them. I think they're really fun. I hope you like those. I have really enjoyed making them and I love how they look. They're just going to be cute. Although a little bit bulky, they're going to be so cute tucked into my Christmas journal. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you've found this video helpful or inspiring or just fun in some way, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to subscribe and join our little channel. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.